Good afternoon, Ma. So, in this subject, in this 50 unit, we completed some of the topics. So, just we recollect that. So, first we learn processor organization. Okay, Ma, processor organization. How the instructions are executed in this ALU. That means how we are fetching the data or instruction from the memory locations and how the data will be taking and how the total instruction is executed after fetching the data from the address locations. Okay, Ma? So that will be discussed here in this processor organization. That is having some of the steps here. So those will be, the first one is register transfers. Do you remember this? Register transfers means, suppose if you want to transfer the data from one register to another register, how that will be. Okay, that is discussed here. Okay, Amma, suppose from R1 to R4, we want the data transfer from R1 register to R4 register means, so how the control signals will be taking, what is the status of each control signal, that will be discussed. Okay, next one is, second step is performing an arithmetic or logic operation. That means whatever the operation we require, okay, which operation is required for us, that operation is performed, how to perform. Okay, so based on this, okay, Ma, based on these control signals, we discussed that topic. Okay, Ma, the next one is fetching a word from memory. Okay, fetching a word from memory means, what is the meaning here? Fetching means taking the data which is required for the instruction. Okay, Ma, taking the data which is required for the instruction. Okay, that is a fetching a word from memory. So here we are having some of the control signals we are following for fetching a word from memory. Here in all these activities which are used, memory address register and memory data register plays an important role here. Okay, memory address register and memory data register. Whatever the address locations are there, those will be placed in memory address register. That means if we want the instruction, for fetching that instruction, we are going to that memory address register only. Okay, after taking the instruction, what we can do? After taking the instruction, what we can do? Fetching the data which is required to execute the instruction. Okay, so for that data, how to fetch? From where that data is fetched? From the memory data register. From the memory data register, we are fetching the data. Okay, Amma? From the memory data register, we are fetching the data. Okay, so after fetching the data, the activity is performed. That means which operation is required, that will be performed. So that means that is executed. Okay, so whenever that activity is performed, that means whenever the operation which is required is completed, then what happened? The result is getting. Okay, after completing the arithmetic or logical operation, the result is getting here. Okay, Amma, the result is getting means where that result is stored? That result is stored in memory data register. Okay, Amma, see here, the fourth step is storing a word in memory. Okay, Amma, storing a word in memory. That means here address is loaded into MAR. That means in which address location the result is stored. In which address location the result is stored. Data to be written, loaded into MDR. That means we are having the result now. Okay, we are having the result now. That result is stored in memory data register. Okay, that result means that is data. That's why that is stored in memory data register. Okay, ma. Write command is issued. Why we are taking write command? The result which is getting at the operation after completing the operation, that is the data. That's why that data is written into the MDR, memory data register. That's why that gives the write command. Okay, ma, write command. Suppose if you are taking one example, the instruction is move R2 comma brackets of R1. What is the meaning here? What is the meaning? Move means data transfer instruction. By considering this mnemonic, we know this is belongs to data transfer. From which register to which register? So this R2 data is moved into R1 location. Okay, ma? This R2 data is moved into R2 location. Okay? Sorry. R2 data is moved into R1 location. Okay, ma, see here. What are the control signals we are using here? R1 out, MR in. That means in R1, what is that? R1 having the address location. In that address location, the content will be there. Okay, ma? R1 having address location. In that address location, the content will be there. Okay, that's why memory address register is taking here. Whatever the address location present in this R1, that will be moved into, that means that will be placed in memory address register. Okay, ma? R2 out, MDR in, comma write. That means what is the meaning here? R2 out means whatever the data present in this R2, that will be stored in memory data register. That means that is the write operation. Okay, ma? That is the write operation. MDR out E, WMFC. So what is this WMFC? Wait for memory function complete. It means here write operation is performed. Write operation is performed. So here what happened? Up to completing the write operation, after completing the write operation, the output will be placed in memory data register. Okay, ma? So these are the steps we are having for storing a word in memory. Okay, so totally to execute, that means to do the operation for any instruction. Okay, so what are the steps we are following? The first one is register transfers. The next one is performing an arithmetic or logical operations. The next one is fetching a word from memory. Next one is storing a word in memory. Okay, ma? Storing a word in memory. Okay, so these are the steps we are following. So the next topic is execution of a complete instruction. Execution of a complete instruction. Okay, so here what is meant by an instruction generally? That is nothing but each line in a program is called an instruction. Okay, ma? Each line in a program is called an instruction. Okay, that means how we can say the program means a sequence of instructions that perform a particular task, that is called a program. So that's why in every program, each line is called as an instruction. Okay, Amma? So how this instruction will be executed? Execution of a complete instruction. That means here we are having two phases. Here we are having two phases. What are the two phases means? First one is to execute any instruction. We are having fetch phase. fetch phase and execution phase. Okay, ma? To complete any instruction execution, we need two phases. Those will be fetch phase and execution phase. Remember this point. Okay. Now see the points here. Here we are considering one example, that is add square brackets of R3 comma R1. So what is the meaning here? What is the meaning? The contents in R3 and the data in R1 are added. Addition, add. Mnemonic is add. Okay, Amma? Are you understand? If this is the instruction, that means this add is the opcode. R3 comma R1 are required operands. Okay, Amma? So instruction means that is having opcode plus operand. Okay? If you are taking any instruction is equal to opcode plus operand. Here add is the opcode. Here add is the opcode. R3 comma R1 are the required operands. Okay, Amma? So what is the meaning here? The contents in R3 and the data in R1 both are added. Where the result is stored here? In this instruction, the result is stored in R1. Whatever the second operand is there, that second operand is the destination operand. Okay, Amma? The second operand is the destination operand. That's why after adding, we are getting the result. That result is stored in R1 register. Okay, that means R1 register data is updated. Okay, yeah. Here what happened? Fetch the instruction. Fetch the instruction means here fetch the first operand. The first one is here fetch the instruction. That means taking the instruction first. Okay, Amma. Next step is fetch the first operand. What is here? Two operands are there. The first operand is R3 and the second operand is R1. That's why fetch the first operand. What is the first operand? The contents in R3. See here, the contents of the memory location pointed by R3. Okay. Next, perform the addition operation between these two operands. Okay, Amma? Perform the addition. After performing the addition, we are getting the result. So where that result is stored, load the result into R1. Okay, Amma? Load the result into R1. Okay, na? Load the result into R1. So these are the steps we are following to do this instruction. Okay, na? Are you understand? So here the first step is fetch the instruction. Next, fetch the first operand. Next step is perform the addition. Next step is load the result into R1. So what are the control signals we are using to execute this total complete instruction? Okay, Amma? So now these are the control signals we are following. Here, see these. Here, what is the instruction we are taking? Add R3 comma R1. Add R3. The contents in R3 and R1 are added and the result is stored in R1. Okay, ma? So if you are taking any instruction execution, we are having two phases, fetch phase and execution phase. Okay, ma? Fetch phase and execution phase. So what happened here totally? For executing this total instruction, we need 7 steps totally. Okay, ma? We need 7 steps. Here, out of these 7 steps, we are having both the fetch phase and the execution phase. Okay, ma? Fetch phase and execution phase. So, step 1 to 3 belongs to fetch phase. Okay, ma? These 3 steps belongs to fetch phase. Next, step 4 to 7, this belongs to execution phase. Okay, ma? So, what is the meaning for each step here? Okay, now we discuss that. See this diagram here. So, this is also like processor organization diagram. Okay, so are you remember? So, processor organization means take here PC, take the first step. Okay, what is here? What are the control signals we are using? PC out. PC means program counter. MR in, read, select 4, add, Z in. Okay, so what happened here? PC. PC means what it contains? It fetches the address location of the next instruction, isn't it? So if we know the value for PC, then only we know the next instruction which is executed. Okay, Amma? So whether we know this PC value, then only we know which is the next instruction. Okay, Amma? So that's why in this first step, the instruction fetch operations is initiated. Okay, instruction fetch operations is initiated by taking the contents of PC. Okay, by taking the contents of PC into the memory address register. That means PC contains the address location. Okay, that will be placed in memory address register and sending a read request to the memory. Okay, that means here PC is there. In this diagram, PC is there. Okay, whatever the location in this PC, that will be giving to memory address register. Okay, that will be giving to memory address register and sends a read request to the memory. Okay, Amma? Then what happened here? The select signal is set to select 4. Here this is select 4. Here select 4 is there. So that means this is the constant like this. Okay. Select 4, which causes the multiplexer to select the constant 4. Okay, Amma? So that means read the data. Read the data. From where? From where? From the next memory location. From the next memory location. That means next memory location represents by using the select 4. Suppose in 2000, first data will be there. In 2004, second data will be there. That means here we are adding 4 memory locations. That's why. Okay. And add will be performed here. Okay. Next, Z in. Okay, Amma. So here in this first step, here we are taking the initiation of the fetch operations is performed. Okay, Amma. So after taking the initiation of fetch operation, what is doing in the second step? In this second step, the updated value. That means whatever the second data is there after adding this select 4. Okay, that will be the updated value is moved from register Z back into the PC during step 2. That means, so whatever the data in Z, Z out. That means whatever the data in Z will be moved to PC in, PC location. Okay, Amma. When that will be moved? After completing the memory function complete only. WMFC means wait for memory function complete. That means after completing this read operation only. Okay, Amma. So next what happened? MDR out, comma, IR in. That means whatever the data needed to do that instruction will be moved to IR. That means the data and that instruction will be moved to IR. Okay. Totally in these first 3 steps, we are fetching the instruction and we are fetching the data. Okay, Amma. Totally, these 3 steps belongs to fetch phase. Okay, now totally here instruction is fetched and the data is fetched. After that, what we can do? Execute the required operation. Okay, Amma. So for that, R3 out, comma, MAR in read. That means what happened here in this 4th step? R3 out. That means the contents of register R3. Here R3 is put in brackets. Whenever any register is put in brackets means that represents contents of the register. Okay. That's why in this 4th step, here in this 4th step, the contents of register R3 are transferred to memory address register. That means the location. In step 4 and a memory read operation is initiated. Okay, Amma. Memory read operation is initiated. Okay, na? Now in this step, R3 out is taking here. Okay, Amma. Whatever the contents in R3 that will be read here. Okay. Next, in this 5th step, what are the control signals? R1 out, Y in, WMFC. R1 out, Y in, WMFC means the contents of R1 out. That means from R1 transferring. Okay, that's why the contents of R1 are transferred to register Y in. R1 out, Y in. That means the contents of R1 are transferred to Y in to prepare the addition operation. Okay, Amma. Up to complete this read operation. Okay, now R1 data is known, R3 data is known. Where that data will be present? MDR, memory data register. So that is 6th step. Okay, Amma. So in this 6th step, when the read operation is performed, so in these 2 steps, read the data in R1 register and read the contents in R3 register. That will be completed here in these 2 steps. So that's why here the memory operand is available in register MDR and the addition operation is performed in step 6. That means here MDR out. That means R1 data, R3 contents are selected here and the add operation is performed and the result will be stored in Z in register. Actually, where the result is stored here, second operand R1 register. In this register, the result is stored. But here, the result is in Z in now. Okay. So what we can do now? That result is moved to destination register R1. For that, we are taking the 7th step. Okay, Amma. Actually, in this 6th step, the result present in Z in register. But we want the result is stored in R1 register. That's why whatever the result in Z1 is transferred to R1 register. For that purpose, we are taking this 7th step. Z out. Z out means the result is present in Z in. That will be out to R1 in. That means that result is stored in R1 register and finally. Okay. So finally the result is present in R1 register. Okay, ma. Finally, the result is present in R1 register. So if you observe here, from 4th step to 7th step, we are doing some operation. That's why these 4 steps belongs to execution phase. Okay, ma. The first 3 steps belongs to fetch phase. So here 1, 2, 3. Steps 1, 2, 3 belongs to fetch phase. Steps 4 to 7 belongs to execution phase. Okay. In this way, execution of a complete instruction performs. Okay, ma? So all of you learn this sequence. Here we are taking any example, whatever it may be, whatever we require. Okay, here we are taking this instruction, how that will be executed. We are taking totally 7 steps here. Suppose if you change this instruction, so depending on that instruction, here the control signals are also changed. Okay, ma? So you will take your own example, no problem. Okay. So based on that only, which operation, based on the operation and based on the operands, the control signals are varies. Okay, ma? So all of you practice this.